とだけワードレビューをします。Taking notes? Yeah, take your notes. This one I'm just gonna show you how good my mercy is. We start on Brig. So I start on Brig here, but then I realized that they're running an Echo, Mercy, what's it called, Widow, and I'm like, yeah, I could play for like to peel, but at the same time, like, the only person I'm ever going to be doing damage to really is the monkey, you know, because I can't like walk on a Widow or an Echo unless they're playing out of position. So when I get the chance here, I'll swap to Mercy. Spray on wall and heal team. Oh my god, the Tracer! The Tracer took my Mega here and I was so mad. I was so mad. I died because the Tracer took my Mega. You know how my brain is like processing like what I should go to be the best pick. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go Mercy. We have an Ashe anyway, so I have somebody I can pocket. Their monkey can't kill anyone if it's just him diving. And so here I want to make sure I'm positioning out of LOS of potentially getting dove on by the monkey with my Ashe. That's something I always focus on with Mercy, is I make sure that I'm always playing out of dive range of the person I'm pocketing, so I don't take initial damage from the dive either. And I personally, you don't have to do this, but this works for me. I really like staying in the air a lot, in general. Unless they're running, what's it called? Unless they're running snipers. But in this situation, the angles that the sniper can go are very limited. So I'm just making sure I'm playing in an angle where I can fly and not, you know, get instantly dove on. Or have an escape route, but like the sniper can't see me, because I wouldn't be flying this much if I was on first point, because there's so much open space that the Widow could just easily pick me off if I'm flying. But in this area, it's hard for the Widow to get angles, so it's a lot easier for me to fly around. See, this particular angle I don't really like, because it's very easy for them to dive on this angle, but I have to keep my beam on my Ashe, so like I'm having to like keep like peeking in, peeking out just in case they dive, you know. But I don't want to like stay right next to my Ashe for too long, just in case they do dive her, like right now. And luckily for me, the only threat I personally have is the Ashe. Like in the air, while I'm in the air, that's the only threat I have. I make sure I only res when I know it's safe. Sometimes I will do risky reses. Here I let my Juno die because I'm bad, but you know. So I'll make sure to play my distance because they have a Reaper. Here I should have died, but what I was doing was not okay. But I was like, why aren't they contesting Karn? Is it good that our Ashe left that little room, because I wouldn't have been able to pocket her if she was in that room? Also, footsteps is a huge thing. Like, you want to make sure that you have your footsteps so you can hear them, because I heard that Reaper behind me, so I left. That Ashe almost killed me by booping him into me. I Valk because I might die if I don't for the regeneration. I was also out of position there. Definitely the biggest thing with Mercy is making sure you're aware of all your teammates' positioning, so you can either go immediately to heal them or go to run away as an escape route. Especially if you're playing to pocket somebody like my Ashe. I choose to hold right here instead of right here because right now they're pushing out, so they can't immediately do damage to me. And if I were to stay right here and our Ashe would here, like I would be out of LOS and I'll be safer than where I am right now. But once they push out, I would have to fly from right here to over there, and that would probably get me killed. So that's why I would want to play right here, so when the Ashe rotates, I can rotate with her and not be in any danger while rotating. So you have to also think about rotation paths and which is the best rotation path whenever you're playing Mercy. And here, I can't really do much, so I'm just like trying my best. I should have flew into orbit, but I decided not to because I'm dumb. Don't do what I did right there. I end up capping this point. And here, our Juno should technically be pushing cart, but I'm just getting it for now until I have to go up. Because I can easily pocket people and heal and do stuff. Mercy should almost never be pushing cart when it's a situation like this where you're trying to push up to take space because you're useless on cart. You can't do like long range damage or healing like other supports can. Here I'm just making sure to rotate between my monkey and my Ashe because my Juno can't fully heal them right away. And using this pole water tower thing as cover. I'm so glad that they added that era. It's so nice. Here I'm just trying to... I honestly probably shouldn't have tried rezzing that. I thought I could get away with it, but it was definitely not the smartest thing to do. Though to be fair, we were already down one, so I probably needed a res in order for us to win that, but... Here I'm like, I see the Reaper, so I'm running away. Like, I can't deal with that. I want to res that Juno, but now I see like, okay, there's a lot of people there. It's not worth resing our Juno. And here I can get a little bit up close and personal with the monkey because I know that the other team is down in numbers and that the monkey can't kill me by himself. And here I didn't know the Reaper was up there. I just died. Right now, like I said, I technically shouldn't be pushing cart, but our Juno's dead, so... Pushing it until our Juno can push it and then I leave. As many people as I can on cart so we can cap faster. Now this fight gets a little weird. So right now I'm trying to keep my Juno alive, but I can't see her to help her. Luckily she got Mega. I'm really just going back and forth and healing. And trying to keep high ground so I don't get an LOS of anybody. Also, okay, this fly right now that I just did was very stupid of me. I thought that was my team on cart for some reason. I didn't realize it was the enemy team. And I'm just like, I get mad because this monkey just never died, so then I pull out my pistol. So that fight in general was really messy for me. I probably should have died at least twice there, but it's okay. Here, this is a good example. When you're healing and damage boosting right here, like when you're poking, it's very good to top off your DPS to make sure they can't get one shot, but at the same time you want to make sure you are trying to damage boost their shots. So that's why I keep going back and forth between damage boost and healing, and I try to line it up with when they're going to shoot. The only time I would really focus only on healing is if they're below half HP. Then I would not do the damage boost, but if they're above half HP, then I would go back and forth between damage and healing. And again, I'm, you know, like a decent amount away from my Ashe, so if she gets dove on, I also don't get dove on. And here I know the Ashe is above me, so I'm making sure I'm trying my best to LOS the Ashe, but also not play too close to the people on cart. And right here is a very good spot to LOS the Ashe if she's on high ground. And they're pushing up, so I'm trying my best to get away from everyone. This I'm very happy my monkey came to help me. I might have died to the mercy there if my monkey didn't help me. And I'm just trying to play in orbit so I don't die. This is unfortunate because I did not have res. And she died. I'm just trying to get out with my team. And I just res. Then I'm worried about our monkey, so I go in. He has primal. So here is where I Omega feed. But for some reason I decide to go in. And I mess up my fly, and then I get out safely. And then I go back in for whatever fucking reason because I try to get, well, I know why. Because I'm trying to get the somber res. I'm being really greedy. And I die because of it. So don't do what I did. Luckily my team capped. But, yeah. Don't do what I did. So like I said, you know, I'm playing a little bit far away enough to where I don't get dove on by the monkey there. But I can still help my Ashe. And res too, if needed. My Ashe got killed, I can't res her, I already used res. So me and my June are really just trying to keep my monkey up for either picks that he can possibly, or not my monkey, sorry, my Roadhog. So he can possibly get picks, or just to wait for our other DPS to respawn. I'm making sure I'm playing in a way where I can't get hit by their Ashe. And we full hold this point. trying to help my Ashe. Here I went way too high up when I shouldn't have. And I get dove on, so I have to leave. And then my Ashe LOSs me, so I'm in a really awkward position. Luckily the monkey left, because I think he was like 1 HP. So here I'm still trying to like peel, but also push cart because nobody was pushing cart. I can take that speed, which is really nice. We kind of just went. A lot of Mercy is really just knowing how to play your positioning, which kind of coexists with game sense in the sense of what your team comp is like and what the enemy team comp is like, because it really depends on how you play and who you go to pocket and fly to, depending on the team comps that they're running. So really dependent, and you have to adapt. And I feel like that's the best way to climb, is like if you really understand how the game works and make swaps accordingly or play accordingly with your hero, you can really climb, at least to like masters, I would say. Okay. Now doing it in Japanese. Funny.